a bonus sort of late night stream. I thought it was pretty appropriate to have like a different sort of late night sort of a lighting. I hope that I remember enough of what was happening in corru.observer because I played the first part of it. I don't know, it's been a couple of months by now. And made a little progress. I unmuted everything. Ooh. I do wonder like how much is supposed to adapt to the player, like leaving and coming back type of thing. And in all of this, I think I'll probably keep my phone open and text with my girlfriend. Hello to the zookeeper cannon serving up a meow. Wait, okay. Someone else was like meowing at me, and I don't know if that means that you changed your username or if you've just like never been here before. I am here in corru.observer though, and we're gonna have some flashing images, some spooky ambiance. It's gonna be pretty cool. Like so far, I really like the writing, and it's very lovely to do a voice for it. Hey Kai at the midnight. Hope you're getting to sleep, but thanks for stopping by. I'm wondering if I'm gonna do this. You just like meowing. I'm asleep now. Good night to you. Alright, let's discover what is here. Last time there was some music, right? I didn't freaking break that. Alright, 2 minutes of this. Let's get back in here and see if I know where I was. In a cystic column with some hey buddy for us with some examination, and let's just get my bearings, I suppose. Examine or act. We can in fact attempt a connection, reconnect with this. They're doing the kind of world building where everything is just like put forward self-evidently. Is the auth layer still dissociated? I miss them. I like this friendly little face thing, but the more I'm in here, the more I think I've broken the audio or something. Alright. Well, is it still disconnected? Indeed. Hey, I should have. I don't know if you got some of this little game beforehand, but it's very lovely. I've got a little fun friend over here, and you know what? This thing lives up to its name. Streaming at a pleasant time for me. Yeah, wonderful. Sure. How's your day going? I'm seeing some midnights for Kai over there. We can act on the fun friend. It's a greeting seems unobtrusive. Click enter to proceed. Hello, interloper. I need to go and chat. Okay, I will be here. I do wish that it would actually, oh, hey, we fixed the audio. And by fix, I mean unmuted when it was previously muted. Okay. I do wish that I could actually, replay system management, anything. I don't know, I didn't get too far beforehand saying, what is this room? I have missed stuff, clearly. Wait, I thought you were like in here for the last one where my room was like also clean. I'm just having different lighting. Okay. Would I actually restart? You're saying perfect time for a stream. Some people are on the other side of the world when they're showing it. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Alright. System management, what do we do? Control preferences, what do we do? I am kind of wondering if I should like, ooh. Whoa. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, is all of this labeled? Are Are they all... Is this like... Wait, these are specifically named enough that I feel like I found the Kickstarter backing list and it's like very strange. Retry. Service renewal. Huh. Okay. There's a Ko-Fi. There's Cosmic Zone saying, don't forget scroll wheel magic. As for where you are, I think you'll need to feed the corru. I think so, probably. But, it said something about a layer being disconnected. I mean, that could be something that that I cannot help it with. Ooh. Every little bit of this is freaking fun. Control preferences, gameplay. Ooh. You can disable the gameplay and just go in here as like a story. I mean, that's that's also fascinating, but what in the world? Import, export, delete. Ooh. Okay, well, I feel like I found the option to have no more progress in there. ASMR midnight stream. You've been busy, mainly busy fucking with my sleep, so no streams. Hey, I hope there's better sleep out there for you. So here's a, oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Friend. The fun friend. Little diamond thingy. You didn't tell me there was something here. Gate, their city. We can examine it first. Connector, thought form, destination, low dimensional thought space, internal, inherited context, the dead spires, icons of control. There's Ronald Shonen saying, I'm tired as hell and watching the Evil Dead. Oh, hey, is it good? Is it fun? Hey, there's a button in the drop down in the top left that should give you a what now? Oh, like a digest of things to do. How lovely. I want to act on this thing. Oh. Do I in fact enter a gate to their dead city? I wondered if this is worth... Whoa. Okay, wait. My first instinct is to... Ooh, let this play as if it's some kind of a cutscene, but because I can move, I'm like not sure if it is a cutscene. Or if somebody's hot back tattoo is just floating past me. Hello? Do I greet that? Examine? Domain of the dead? Inherited context implies altered living state. Fascinating. Scroll a little more. Ooh! Yeah, that's what it looks like when I've entered a city. And I'm on a turntable, laying flat on my back, looking up at the... Wow. Glimmering spires mark their cities. But then is this talking about us? And I forget if I'm playing a human in this or not. These grand icons of their control. Well, some people's control. Not all of our control. Scroll on down and all of these patterns that look like beams or brain waves. Where are we? A little eye? Hi? They watch. They watch. Examine. Spatial thought form. Purpose recollection. Incoherence detected. Inherited context. Ever skeptical. Ever skeptical eyes? We greet it. Hello. This looks like someone else's interpretation of our city. Maybe, I don't know. This looks like some of the autistic metaphors for eye contact that I've seen before. I wonder if I'm in the right direction. An envoy. Who are you? Incoherence detected. Wait, is this saying that I'm busting it down with the music, but is this saying that I'm in a memory? Why would I be? Act. Chat. I stop and the envoy follows. He returns my stare. I appreciate you allowing this, Gordon. I understand there's some lingering fear, especially in these packed areas. Hey, it's no problem. Don't worry, most people will treat you just fine here. If we were in Chicago or New York or something, we'd have you land on the roof, but with how busy the Bureau has been, we've had so many Obesk visitors. Your people are practically a part of the city at this point. See, this is the kind of thing that makes me think I should restart, because the game, the novel, the whatever we're in, doesn't give you a lot of context to begin with, but you get crumbs and slowly build upon it. So like, if it's been a while, should I actually restart? What I remember is that there's some kind of horrible organic computer, and it's sort of landed horribly in the sea, and then I've put my human brain into it, and everyone thinks that's normal, and then when I put my human brain into it, in this thing that we don't know much about, I have a protocol for what to do, and it has a speech on what to say, and it shouldn't talk, but it talks. And now we're in a memory of a city. Say I'll be fine if I just keep plugging it. Hey, Magdala, you're busy, so I won't be staying, but have fun. Hey, thanks for saying hi. Thanks for stopping by. I play as a human, connecting to something definitively not human. And did I remember sort of enough just now? Be fine if I just keep plugging at it. Alright, if I think so. Alright, so we're practically a part of the city, and I'm thinking that it's an alien. But, it could just be any other sort of immigrant. I don't know what perspective this is. He produces a metal communicator from a cavity in his skin cloak. Skin cloak. Different from a skin, I would say, and peruses its glow. And frankly, it helps with public image. Seeing you out and about with people, it helps stomp out that damn viral scare. Okay. So, I mean, that gives the impression of an alien. I did not consider that element. I agree. You know what, speaking of public image, he returns the communicator to its cavity. His pocket? His pocket? Because from what you're saying to me right now, Gordon just put the phone back in his pussy. So let's just continue here. There's this little place up ahead, a cafe. Why don't we stop there before heading in? Just keep going straight. It's past the Bureau. And we could talk to people or go to the cafe. Response not yet utilized. I mean, I think we're in a memory, but talk to people. You do not mind if I interact with your streetwalkers? Wrong word, I think. That's our word for prostitute. Not at all. As long as I'm around, it's fine. Like I said, this is probably the most Obesk-friendly city in the States. Okay. Obesk. And it's the thing that I meant, and you can... Yeah, you're also walking? You in the pink? He said, I'm plugged into a funky biocomputer. Instead of storage, it has memories, hence thought forms. Ooh, so I'm rifling through it, and this is the only way to sort through the files. Oh dear. At worst, you'll probably get a couple glares. There's probably still a few viral theorists out there. And by viral, does he mean viral like a disease, viral like a disease, or viral like you've been on TikTok and you did a little dance? Okay, I see. Cafe. Where is the cafe? It's real close by. Just keep walking down the street, look for the bright yellow door. Was there another descriptor on bright yellow door? What if we try talking to people more? It's just the same. Okay. So proceed. going to a bright yellow door. Ooh, okay, and that's where we would talk to people. It's so funny how it sees our skyscrapers as some sort of a... What if I walk in the street? Oh, God. That's the exit to the memories, I assume. Really made my stomach jump for a second. Cars going all into the sky. I guess I'll go forward. I'm not really in a... Oh, okay. One square at a time. Going around things. Whoa. And we can rotate. Ooh. I hear like tires skidding outside. That feels appropriate. A cloaked streetwalker. Identified as cloaked. Apply the gamer WASD. Examine. Incoherence detected because it's a memory. So you're saying, or this game is saying that if I examined it differently, then it would... it would yield different results if this thing were in person somehow. That's the thought. We act upon it, observe upon it. I stopped near the bureau entrance to examine a bright cousin dressed like the envoy. Oh, a cousin. All right, we're the same type of thing. He speaks into a little boxy communicator held against his face, oblivious. Didn't go anywhere, so it ended up just being like watching paint dry, just god awful. So I ended up having to get even more coffee, otherwise I would have dozed off. It always looks very silly when they communicate through those. Oh, what? We're not like plugged into each other? I didn't have to do a gesture about it. There's heck by saying, good morning guys, you're up. Like, hey, how's the academia and everything going? I'm in some artistic state, as you can see. I'm in sort of a visual novel, sort of a game, sort of a thing, as you can see. I've loved the dialogue a lot so far. How do their words turn to lightning? A lot of encoding. Has communication always been a strength for this species, whatever it is? The envoy leans forward to see why I have stopped following my gaze. He speaks lowly, as not to earn the attention of the cloaked streetwalker. Someone teach this fellow, what is it, obesque? Someone teach it a different word for someone walking on the street. What is it? You know, Oliver? Oh, you have a name. Okay, dressed like the envoy, so goes to the same place. My man shoves the phone into the flesh hole. Oh, I like the art direction too, right? It's like clearly making the most of, I want to say making the most of limits, but I wouldn't know what those limits are per se. A convergence of style and limitation is my guess, but so stylish I don't feel the limitations. So here we go. No, I'm just fascinated by your communicators. To speak so loudly, so constantly would be certain death in my previous occupation. Are you a spy? And you say occupation. Is occupation your purpose, your lifestyle? You worked on the surface, right? Are you like a little tendril of a living planet? Yes, intermittently, before the rise of... The cloaked streetwalker collapses his communicator and looks around, quickly spotting us. He smiles widely and signals us to come closer. Ooh, you see why I thought this view was a autistic eye contact simulator at first. CYMK dithering, namely. It's so stylish, isn't it? Hey, Gordon, who's this? I can feel the Americanness in the smile. Let me guess, exchange initiative? Actually, Oliver, this is... Akizitesh. Signal initiative. No shit, didn't know you got assigned into that. Nice to meet you, Akizitesh. I dip my head, receptors curled back respectfully. You have antenna? You are a meat computer? I extend the same to you, Oliver, my friend. You use the word friend differently than us, but I guess I don't mind it. I guess I don't mind it. You may call me Akazet. Did I do dyslexia on the first one? There's you're saying asking if someone is a planet and being quiet. You can't just ask people if they're a planet. Okay. Has the lag has the lag let up a little bit? A little bit, I hope. Sure thing, Akazet. And hey, I'd love to chat, but I'm on booth duty in like 10. You guys keep saying to me like booth duty. The person I'm playing as has more context than the player does, but the person whose memory they're dipping into has even more context, and I just get, I don't know, the trickle-down economics version of context. No worries, Oliver. We've got business too. See you around. Farewell. Everyone's body's so awkward. Spatial navigation. What happens if I try to click over here? Everything one way. A little... Did I guess this before that corru.observer stands for corrupted observer? Ooh, spinny. And there's a bright yellow door, as it were. Ooh. I wonder whose cafe they took a picture of. And then if I can't go other places in here, it must be because because they didn't go there in the memory. Woo! Trippy, 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 trippy. Constantly. Alright, is the coffee machine also blinking at me? That's a rude name for a barista. Alright, what's good? You want to write my name on a coffee cup? Right click. Cashier. We know what a cashier is. And, still incoherent because it's just a memory. The attendant is paralyzed by my appearance. I sense the glow of recording communications in my peripheral vision. Hello? Hello? Good morning. I'll get an espresso macchiato. What do you want? Asked the cat. Akazet. Akazet? That Akazet? Whoa, it's so cool to meet you. Do you eat food? Of course she does. Why don't you take a look at the menu, Akazet? Well, why don't I? So when they said viral, did they mean disease? Or that Akazet, I'm viral, famous, Beyonce put a ring on it? I examine a menu. It's recurring scenery when you examine it. Read the menu. This is their menu? It's in dots, it's in Morse code. Did we need to ask to learn to read before visiting a coffee shop? Oh dear. Incredible. Things I want to say when I look at a menu. It is almost completely illegible. Did someone write cursive here? I see orange, perhaps a citric drink. The bright cousins are so replete with citric acids they produce little drinks with them. Is this not paradise? Cousins. Is that their name for humans as a species? Oh, I got a chill just now. That's weirdly a little bit creepier than being completely unrelated to an alien species. That subverts my expectations. They see something in us. They discover us, and then we're closely related enough that they can identify us as such. I'm a little scared. What does that mean? But yes, citric acids, little drinks, paradise. I trust my mouth to construct taste bud equivalencies. Wait, no, I instruct my mouth to construct taste bud equivalencies. It has been so long. What were you doing with your mouth before then that you have one but you don't taste things? Okay. Well, make sure you get the construction right or it's gonna come out weird. Fantastic. Okay. So, orange juice for you. We can act on the envoy. You can say, I do not eat. You can recommend. What do you recommend? You like citrus, right? They have this orange coffee thing. You might like it. Citrus. Okay. Well, you could say I don't eat, but, I'm so so excited though for you to try a little orange. Order the orange coffee. You're saying this game makes you think you're playing as an alien, but you're really just playing an autism simulator. It's possible. I will have the orange. Oh yeah, okay. Espresso macchiato and an orange coffee. That'll be a price. Got you covered. Akazet. They exchange payment. The attendant leaves to begin production of the beverages. Just wait a minute and we'll have those ready. I wish I could pry these machines open and watch them work. Their manipulation of lightning is truly remarkable. Some moments pass and the attendant returns with 2 flimsy organic cups. Hey, thanks. You have a good day. Thanks, you too. I sip at the opening in the cup. The taste is exotic, unexpected, truly terrible. I smile at the attendant. The citrus saves it, but I would have preferred a simple cup of orange juice. Pretty good, right? It will do. Great, let's head down to the office. I heard you have some news about the call? Oh, yes, but let us talk of it in private. Is that a little plant on the... So we've discovered that we don't like coffee. Could you reconstruct your taste buds a little differently, since you've got a full cup of it? I don't know. It's not important, I suppose. We can act. We can say, I do not eat. You know that I do go on order something, just give it a try. I know you don't exactly have the same needs we do, but you can simulate taste, right? And getting out there with the people acting like we do makes a difference, helps lessen the tension. Okay, it's a little funny to get that explanation after putting some in there. Alright, yeah. Well, no, we're just gonna talk. The eating was sort of a bust. Akazet's data? This is terrible. More, please. I mean, I'm like that with certain, I don't know, stimuli, too. Let's put 1 note there. And back to the bureau, I think. Is this the direction I meant to go? Oh, other directions around. Alright. I know it makes sense and that's maybe how you exit the memory, but it's so ominous to me to have just a big thing just there kind of lurking. You can observe once more. You stop to observe again. Alright, it just, repeats the thing. I do like the sounds and things. Alright. And, you know, it actually makes a lot of sense that it would repeat, being a memory and all. Ooh, I'm in a bureau. Do I actually... Goddamn. Do I actually have that many eyes? Like a fly or something? That everything's mirrored? Hehe. It's fun that we can, like, run around, I suppose. Right-clicking things. The room high up. Examine. But it's incoherent for now. Enter. Whose fucking face is that? Well, isn't that peculiar? Elevator isn't working. Guess we can't never talk. No talking. Sorry. Leave office. Is this memory locked? And when that face appeared earlier, it hacked something and I thought it was helpful to me, but it's not helpful to me. I'm just in here with another thing, aren't I? Envoy. You didn't say any of that, did you, Gordon? You're saying dialogue sounds are delightful. Very much so. The room. Envoy. Incoherence detected. Well, what about the other things? Required context. Quiet, quiet, quiet. That's not good, I would think. Prohibitive incoherence. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I guess that's so true, bestie. So true, Gordon. We can't talk. Maybe forever. Alright then. You need to find a way to feed the corru cyst so you can progress this memory. Alright. Is what I interpreted as another entity or hacking, is that just being hungry maybe? I do wonder if I get like that when I'm hungry. Top left menu should have an eject option. Oh, okay, every time I turn around, even though I knew what was already there, it's quite scary to me. Right click, gate their city, act, enter. Wow, pretty cool. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness. giving me some other context about all of this and the messages. If I scroll on down, am I back at the top? Ah, hello eyeball. They watch. We greet. A local on the city, on the street. It's the same one, I think. I don't know. If it were a different one, then I would, I think there would be an indicator of it, probably. Alright, let's get out there then. Exiting. Establish external contact. So Akazet's assigned contact was a Gordon. I'm gonna see if I can track down who this was. Because we are on the human side of things or something. About the city, I have some questions. And now we can talk as ourselves once again. Top left menu. To get you out of the memories and bring you right back all the way out. Okay, all the way. About the city. I have a question about this thought form. I'm looking it up on the feed now. It's up. Or looking at it on the feed now. Where was this? Can't progress. Where was this? Where could this have been? Well, I don't think there's a street on Earth that's ever looked like this. Yeah, so you're also seeing the corruption in the memory. It's not exactly identifiable. I don't know. Get a GeoGuessr person on this. See if any of the buildings stand out. That said, she was one of the traveling diplomats back when they still sent those out. Have they since, attacked us or something? Gordon mentioned it's in the States, so probably somewhere in the US. And are you saying that as someone outside the US, or does the US not exist? Maybe somewhere on the West Coast? That's where the old HQ was. On the coast. It makes me think of, I don't know, for some reason my first thought was maybe this is in Texas somewhere. But, yeah. Is this like a San Diego something? There's another option to bring you back to the fun friend if you don't want to go all the way out. I think it's called Hub. Ooh, interesting. We say about can't progress. I can't seem to enter the elevator. That's weird. I want to say it's incoherence, but the fact that the envoy personality is intact otherwise seems like something else is changing it. Your Spike even reported that resources got removed. We might be out of luck on this one. Seems like there's plenty to see elsewhere, though. So go back. Anything else on your mind? Have some questions? Let's hear them. I'll do my best. Who, what, why? Sure. Who? I can ask, who are you? Who are you? Well, it's really creepy that we're only asking that now. Was I like artificially created just for this? Am I a clone of someone and I was like made without memories? Okay. Lol. Okay, but really, do you have any questions? I'm a clone of someone and I don't have any value and that's what's happening to me, isn't it? Probably. The fact that you're just... No, you just abandon it? Damn, we're just some kind of a function. What? What's corru? What is corru? Interesting time to ask that. I don't blame you though. Most people start to really ask themselves that once they get a close look, even if they've read all the documentation on it. You're assuming I've read all the documentation on it. Look, do I have amnesia or something? Beyond the supercell, superorganism, buzzword soup, what it really is in the big picture is still really unknown. I've read pretty much every transcript of every Obesque interview ever, and they don't ever seem to mention its origin or how they got their symbiosis with it. Symbiosis. Cousin. Are they also humans? They're just connected to something? Like, if the larval Obesque really do look almost exactly like us, why would you say that? Then they shift into corru-cystic bodies. Where does that put us? I'm gonna be sick. We're the larval form of something. We're like the shrunken version of like a cicada that has the option to hulk out into something, but we just don't, and we live entire lives like that. I think some of these questions ate just to get you the info. Oh, R just to get you the info. Okay. Because I was like, she ate? Where? Okay. Like, you could go crazy thinking about all of this stuff long enough. No time for waxing philosophical right now, though. So we go back. Just the IC of someone who has read all the documentation. Who is Akizech? Yeah. She's probably one of the better documented early Obesque contacts. And we're in contact with memory of it. And this is weird. So we're in some kind of a future. The way the story goes is she led a team investigating the thing that led the Obesque here. Kept doing these interviews where she talked at length about it. They named it The Call. Then they all went missing a few years after first contact. Missing. Then how do we have her memories? Spooky shit. Insane that this corvus managed to survive that long. Is this like 100 years old? What are you saying? Interesting. Who's Gordon? Good question. Not finding a solid match, but he's clearly an FBX officer. Okay, yeah, clearly. You wanna make that any clearer to me? It'd help if Akizet's corusist actually remembered his face correctly. Autism simulator. Here we go. I'll have to get back to you on this. Maybe if we can snag a last name, it'll be easier. Good luck. Is that all the who? I think that's all the who. What is a corusist? Yeah, what's a corusist? It's a pretty general term. Corusist and corusistic are catch-alls for most Obesque technology. So you're calling it technology. Because the organism tends to ball up and form a hard outer wall like the corusist you're connected to. And I'm personally connected to it, like my fingies are in it. That's why corusistic things are usually spherical, but that's not always the case. Like how they use a similar process to form bodies with the corru.obelisk, or the corru.obelisk use. I keep saying obelisk and it's obesque, and I keep skipping over the letters too fast, don't I? Federal Bureau of Xenosophy? Ooh. if you mean what spherical corru are, they tend to be storage or computational devices. Okay. What's the smiling face? What is that smiling face I keep seeing? I'm not seeing anything in the logs here, unless you mean the little assistant dude in the hub. I think it was what helped me in. Oh, so it looks like a smiling face to you. I also don't like hearing that. That's also creepy. Looks like it to me. What does it look like to you? Maybe my malware theory has some weight after all. In short, I have no idea what that rogue friend of ours is. Okay. Well, that's worrying. And what is corru fuel? Citrus? What is corru fuel? In the interviews, they just said it's something they grow. Most theories are that it's some metallic-based fungus that corru can consume. Going off what Fun Friend said, it seems like they can use a bunch of different metals to create it. Guess it makes sense they'd use metal to grow it, but I have no idea how that could work. Worrying, also. Now some why. Ooh. Why'd you call me? Why'd you call me for this? What, are you that unhappy you get to be the first person to ever connect to a personal corru? Someone's personal computer. Perplexing. Just kidding, a lot of our MindSpike contractors have been out of service recently due to that big disaster update. An update? God, I can't even imagine what MindSci was thinking. Traffic has been so bad. You're the only psycho I know who'd never update stuff, so I figured you'd still be up for it. Never update stuff. Out of service. You're talking to me like I'm a person, but also a service and a device and a computer. Thanks. Okay, why am I able to connect to this so seamlessly? Oh, I was gonna ask, like, at all, but you have some context and, it's seamless, huh? Oh, in case you forgot, you definitely installed that FBX patch I gave you. MindSpikes usually can't just do this. Apparently, corru give off and receive almost identical signals to nervous slots. Is that something in me? It's a pretty incredible coincidence. Honestly, a miracle that it works at all. The science of it all goes over my head. You'd have to ask someone in the dev department. Okay. Why can't I understand these thoughts? Ooh, wait, is the music is canon in here? Why can't I understand these obesque thoughts? You're dealing with raw thought. corru isn't literally thinking the words you're receiving from it. Your brain is just interpreting the concepts it's outputting in a way you can understand. Cool. Why do I hear music? Why do I hear music? Well, hello, Des. Thanks for saying hi. I'm getting more into this spooky mystery. Don't know if you recall any of these. The music is canon in here. It's canon. Why do I hear music sometimes? Hearing music? Sometimes? That's wild, but it makes sense. Some of the MindSpike contractors I've worked with say similar stuff when they try to connect to corru devices. My theory is it's inherited context from the cyst, vague feelings that can't be translated into words. And there's just a constant feeling on a loop in this memory. Sometimes people hear voices or just kind of know how to feel. Your brain's just reading it in a way that makes sense to you. Know how to feel. That's kind of what music does to us in general, isn't it? That's my best idea. Anyway, I'm not hearing anything, I just see the readout on my end. Is it good? It's okay. Not willing to compliment your own music too hard. People writing this? Alright. Okay, I think that's, I guess that's everything. Anything else on your mind? What's our next move in a dynamic response? I think there's a pathway to another thought space you missed. I see something in the non-spatial city area, but I couldn't tell you exactly where. Seems like it's moving, probably floating around somewhere. Okay. Got it. And that's dynamic. Something that's floating around somewhere. God, that's huge. Makes me want to go here. Non-spatial. Floating. If I mouse over enough things. External contact. Ooh! Did I miss this external contact before, maybe? This is pretty busted, but at least it's something. About this thought form. I have a question about this city thought form. Yeah. What city is this? I know I keep asking. I know I keep asking, but what? What city could this possibly be? I mean, if this person has as much information as we do, I don't think we know what city this is. Try ejecting back to the real world. Okay. I don't think it's any one city, honestly. Seems like a bunch of stuff mashed together. Bunch of icons of a city rather than actual representations. Alright. Guess that's it. You have questions. Alright. Back to the real world. Eject. You can return to the hub. Ooh. Cool. How much of a hub did I... Oh, hello again, friend. Hello. Hope you've eaten well. 'Cause you're still hungry? I've forgotten what not being hungry feels like. Oh, I love you, friend. I love you, I love you. Can examine again, but, I guess we'll say goodbye to Siri and, sorry, that one's external contact. Eject to the real world. Ooh. Is this thing that I'm waving around part of my body, you think? Much to consider. Saying maybe the void up at the top of the city thought form. Oh. So we had some things like that. Can I actually get this thing some food? There's a dendritic cyst, examine. No connective tissue exposed. You could act on it, you could touch it. Rigid outer shell, no way to connect. You could lift it. The dendritic cyst is surprisingly heavy. Turning it in your hands produces a cascade of metallic clinking noises from within. When you set it back down, its tendrils find new orientation to support itself on the table. Does this one eat this one, maybe? Metallic clinking. And I am waving around as the mind spike. It's a mind spike, but also is it part of me as a person? Reasons to replay. You can touch a fractaline. It's slimy. Youch. You can examine it, and it's damaged. Alright. Test out a little WASD. I don't think there's much in the column, and I don't exactly know how to defeat all of that. Alright, I guess I'll just get back where I was then. Connect and disconnect and reconnect. Poor little friend. It is hungry, still starving. Oh my gosh. It's hungry and I can't feed it. Well, maybe I'll navigate some more. Review scanned entities. There's a city surface. things that watch. Ooh, okay. And there's things to examine. Alright, let's go in there again then. I don't think I would find food for it in the memory, but what is there? Some thought forms. Glimmering spires mark their cities, all formed of dead metal and glass, as opposed to live metal, so tall, taller than the tallest Vilk, but they stand quietly. One day they will breathe, and our lost cousins will share in our knowledge. Are you trying to connect us all into the metal until we're one big entity? It's a very final one day sort of a thing. Can we click on things that are floating? Wave the mouse around, maybe. And examine scanned sort of things. Yay! Okay, I found a little bit more. That's promising. These grand icons of their control, though they are not ours, I feel a sense of pride. How our bright cousins have conquered their surface. There's talk of larval, there's talk of the cyst, there's talk of... So it's very impressive that we've conquered a surface. Would it not be so impressive if we had conquered underground? I remember that thing that drifted by at the top a while ago, in the space-looking bit up top. I had thought that I had, clicked it already, but, hello? Hello, thingy? Really does look like someone's back tattoo. Yeah, I think I had. Maybe. Examine. Domain of the dead. Act. Oh! You keep dead people in space? Not where I would think. Hello, Gates. Are you looking down at our Earth? The pale blue orb? You really are a bunch of aliens? Hello? Whoa, I can scroll here too. Our dull vessel. You don't like it? It's dull? Or something else? Spatial thought form. Their city. Their waters. Oh, we were fished out of the ocean, weren't we? Examine. Their vast inner void. Our stilted shore. Enter. Enter the waters. Enter the ocean. It was kind of funny imagining the alien whose memories we're in Akizech as sort of a, I don't know, dressed in business attire as sort of a diplomat. But now you're in the sea. Plop your body down into the sea. Stilted shore. Recollection symbolic. The stage for our three-eyed performance. Inherited context, time period, patrols around the Eye of Velzy, religious implication. Religious implication. Curious. You can examine a vessel and everything. That's only known as the shore. Is it biased against aliens to think that, wow. Wow! Is it biased against them to think that they're planning something for us? Just because some of the language seems to suggest that they're planning something for us. So here's their vessel. Human vessel. Wow. Explicit purpose recollection. Dead vessels set aside. Our spire. Our cousins found us quickly. Well. So, we've just landed on a beach somewhere? What is our spire? Act. Enter. Are we welcome inside? Ooh, it's the most swirly I've seen so far. Everything else has been hard edges. Something's all swirled now. I suppose this is what a Navy vessel could look like to someone unfamiliar with it. Look at that. Practically a body. How many eyes do we have? Oh, God. Spooky door. Wow. Really makes my stomach turn, the way everything is presented. That's a gate back to their waters. Oh, so I was just supposed to... I was just supposed to scroll down like that. Alright, well hopefully I haven't missed anything. You can scroll at their waters outside the boat. Doo-doo-doo. Outside the boat. Like as a recommendation before we go further or something? What an atmospheric ass door. A funny little room. Oh, well, that's quite a way to describe it. Have they done experiments on you? Akazesh. You can check out the door too. Cool. Well, let's examine it first. Experiential thought form. Were we tortured? I hope not. Who knows? Ay, ay, ay. Wow. Me when I visit the doctor, maybe? Or the technician? The interviewer steps inside and sits across from me. All this study and I can still barely tell them apart. Have I met this one? What was her name? I mean, they should just tell us that the outfits are more distinct than the faces. Everyone, I don't know. I'm sure that some humans would be glad to wear a different outfit to be more identifiable. Sorry for the wait. We had to swap out storage on the camera after that last one. You know about cameras, right? They are your little lightning boxes for memories, yes? You could call them that. You don't mind if we record this, do you? Do I mind? What does that mean? Estimation. Will you hold conflict? Ooh, and we had this, assistant sort of thing for us, even way back then. Oh no, I am doing the same. The interviewer erects a tri-legged device formed of dead metal and glass. Am I in the perspective of living metal? I am, aren't I? You're metal and you're alive is but you seem so biological. You do. It stares at me with its funny little eyeball. So, to get us started off here, about you, white earth, bright cousin, corru. Can you tell me a bit about yourself, your history? Of course, my friend. You know what, maybe the word friend, using it isn't so strange. Maybe it's fine. I am Akazesh, and you... No, not you. Akazesh Kujoksi. There's a cased. There's a meaning lost due to damage context. Cased cast. But you may call me Akazet. In my time back home, before I emerged from my larval form, So we're beyond the larval form, so we don't look like a human right now? I was a surface runner. I met with many other cave cities during our corru revolution. Corru revolution. Were they like humans and then something connected them? You got legit caught off guard by the side-to-side scrolling. Ooh, very exciting. It started from my region, and so I, among other volunteers, carried our findings to our distant kin. That is why I was selected to meet with you. Like most of the others, it was a diplomatic role. Of course, I eventually was fatally wounded on the surface. It was very dangerous, you see. And so I followed my emergence. I could only speak for winks on what followed. Time period, numerous within gazes. Are the eyes quite significant? Seconds on what followed. But you see, that and my growing interest in the call was why I was chosen for this. Does that suffice? It does, thank you. Why Earth, bright cousin, corru? Why Earth? Could you tell me why the Obesque have come to Earth? Have you not already learned this from the prior envoys? Oh, it's just the script. We're asking all of your people this. It's not really about the exact reason. We really want to understand what you think. I see. We have sought life for so long. I recall talks of the search even in my youth. And we have had this means to reach other planets for just as long. But it is a prohibitive method. We could not simply visit every planet we liked. We needed a clear sign, and your planet gave it to us. Well, yeah, we're, as a species, sending out so many signs into space all the time. And that would be the call, right? Yes, yes, yes. So you have already learned of it? No. As a player, no, I haven't. We had a really long chat about it with one of your engineers just earlier today. Oh, will I know those memories too? Will I access that? Kavik. Sorry, what was that? Oh, Kavik, yes, yeah, that's the one. He's very friendly. And distinctly unqualified to speak of the call under these circumstances. Oh, that's an inside thought. I cannot imagine what fantasies he spouted to our cousins. What are your thoughts about the call, basics aside? Yes, it is a bizarre paradox. So bizarre that it is the reason I now sit with you, my bright cousin. If not for the call, we may never have found your home. But the call could not have happened without us being in your home already. Well, that's creepy again. There's so many ways to put something unknown in between me and them and the player and the observer, I would guess. And just the ways that something unknown sneaks in there. Just as I am starting to find my feet, it feels like walking all wobbly. Feels like learning to skate or something. Not one of our theories has held against scrutiny. Not one. Kavik's certainly had plenty of theories. But Kavik's an idiot, is what we're thinking. Inside this thought. I suppress my laughter through direct internal controls. Oh my. It would be unseemly to paint him in a negative light upon my first contact. Oh. Well, that's kind of funny. So we're specifically a diplomat, and Kavik isn't. Kavik is brilliant, but until we have evidence, they are simply theories. That was some masterful diplomacy just now. I wouldn't have thought of something that good. Finding the source will be the only way to truly understand what is happening. The call, something from you, in us, in our planet, called to you. Well, it's very unusual, but what's usual about any of it? Bright cousin. So what does bright cousin mean? Some of your people have been calling us that. Is it a nickname? A nickname? Aren't nicknames usually short? I mean, I would guess that that's just their name for us. Nickname. Estimation, short name, or endearing made-up name. Yes, you could call it this. You see, our larval lives are lived in bodies like yours. Have any of the human researchers seen their larval stage? I mean, that's my closest guess now, for you were called by some part of you that was already here. Almost exactly like yours. The similarities are baffling. Is that a source for a call somehow? We've heard that sentiment a few times. Your larval forms, they're bipedal too? Exactly, though. Exactly. Okay, so we're in something that has more than 2 legs. Yes, but so much more than that is the same. I cannot truly understate this, sir. I truly cannot understate this. We have your faces, your arms, your legs. I don't like that. I sit here. I read this. I don't like that. I like it as the fiction, as the artwork it's making me feel, and so I do like that very much. As something like a player that's experiencing what? Consequences, fear, mystery. As someone afraid of experiencing fear, no, I don't like it. Only our faces do not move as much. Your larval form is like a strange little mask or something. It is as if obesque are mirrored here on this bright world. So your world is dark. Only missing are receptors and certain armors upon our skin. Armors. And so you are our cousins, our bright cousins. We're undoubtedly of the same family. You're so certain about that. I had no idea that someone's certainty of something that doesn't make sense to me could be creepy, could be mysterious, could be intriguing. Why or how is beyond our understanding for now. I mean, it has to be connected to the call, right? Do I sound like a Kavik back there when I speculate? But I believe this similarity and the call coming from your world is no coincidence. Okay, so you have your own theories. I see. I don't think we've had it explained that way before. Given how your people speak, the general consensus was that it was some sort of metaphor. Sorry, metaphor meaning, I know metaphors, my friend. Oh, good. Corru. It's nice how this is just sort of going through it all. So your technology, corru, we're still gathering what information we can. I know you're not exactly an engineer, so no need to go too in-depth, but can you just give me a few basic explanations, as in how you build it and use it? And I'm under the impression that it's just part of them. We've got a lot of answers here. We're just trying to reach a consensus. So they're not a hive mind. They are individuals. But they're part of what? A religious order that can also communicate very well? What an awful question to ask me. I cannot contain my confusion. My receptors curl out of a sort of unease. But I must not blame this bright cousin. She cannot understand. Sorry, did I say something wrong? So they do read our body language, or I just said our, referring to an obesque. What? No, could they have deciphered our receptor movements already? I mean, it's been a few interviews and you talk. No. Your question, it is wrong. We do not build it, it is grown and taught. Grown and taught. Grown and taught. It's like a dance or breast milk? It's one of those, and I'm onto something. Please, I'm onto something. But our analyses, sorry to interrupt, our analyses say it's entirely metal, non-organic. Well, I mean, they just have told you that they grow something metal. You're saying obelisk larvae have chitin claws and cyan blood and occasionally tails and some slightly weird eyes. And their faces don't move? Okay. So they're saying that the similarities are uncanny, but probably to a human being it would be quite canny, we're saying. Your people are so fond of metaphors from what's been recorded anyway. I just want to clarify. Is corru alive? As in a living species like you or me? You mentioned this. Kavik mentioned this. Although Kavik's way of speaking especially made it seem like it was just a language barrier or metaphor. You really grow it from something and teach it? Like teaching a child? Is it some sort of symbiosis? I'm quiet for longer than I should be, I think. How could I possibly explain? Is it like explaining a sense that humans don't have? Yes, no. I see I recognize my confusion, but make no effort to alleviate it. Fine. It is alive. It is grown. It is symbiosis. I must be straightforward with you, my friend. I cannot explain it in your language effectively, and I do not have the expertise of an engineer. You will receive no fruitful answers from me. Huh. It's fascinating how her language changes when she's frustrated. Very interesting. But I can say it is not like teaching a child, like teaching a professional. The spheres it forms soften their walls for our receptors and receive of our thought. Is that like a dog then? That, well, we're not as close to a dog, I think. We're not quite as close to a dog. I should hope. But in a way, we sort of grew that as a species, and we teach it, renewing constantly. Is it like the concept of domestication? That is how corru is operated, and how our engineers do their teaching. Alright, I've just got to accept some things as alien, haven't I? Unimatrix Zero also. Look, I just used my phone. I have no clue how the hell it works. Yeah, we're asking the diplomat and the engineer questions. We've got to have the diplomat and the engineer just sort of confer to dumb things down to the human level, I guess. I see. I see your face contort into a smile, but it is different. So you do read the smiles. Sorry for pressing you on that question. We've been asking everyone. Even getting the thoughts of non-engineers is valuable. It helps us get a bigger picture of your society, your whole caste system. Why now? Why did your people wait 7 years to open communications? Was there, what do you call it? Was that in the sea for that long? Note, 7 years is roughly equivalent to 3 eyes. Time period. Patrols around the eyes of Velzy, religious implication. Do they worship a sun or a star or a black hole? Around the eyes. That is a choice made by the initiative leaders. I believe the intent was to focus all efforts on researching the call first. But with how quickly our spire was noticed, we had to shift focus to deciphering your languages and cultures to open contact. Oh. Shift focus. Well, so much study, huh? You wanted to research the call first, and we're actively sort of interrupting you? Well, it's a good thing that you wanted to find life to begin with. The interviewer's facial muscles contort in unfamiliar ways. Should I contort mine in the same way? So is there just a chitinous, grinding facial expression? The physical language of our bright cousins is incomprehensible, and it also differs between cultures. So in 7 years, your people grew to understand all of our cultures and languages? Oh. That was shock, I think. I laugh. My voice is so loud in this small room. The cousin mimics my laughter. Maybe she understands. If you were just shocked, I would guess it's awkward laughter. It is an ongoing work. Okay. Your species has walked so many diverging paths, but we learned enough to speak with you. Okay. What will you do? So now that you're here and we've opened communications, what will you do? We have several initiatives. How professional of you to phrase it that way. They broadly concern sharing information, exchanging of resources, and of course locating the call, which I am a part of. I am excited for what our peoples will do for one another. Wow. Diplomacy, it's really on lock. Although I almost misread that as do to one another. But I cannot rest until I have my answers, you see. I also cannot rest. Well, you'll find we're alike in that way. Every human loves a good mystery. Well, I love it from a distance, as this player out here. If I have to study French for another gaze, I'm going to commit war crimes. Yeah. A strange sort of laughter in all this diplomacy. Oh yes, we've noticed. Your many attempts to investigate our spire were very entertaining. So many of us wanted to say hello to your creations, but we were not prepared. The call. What can you tell us about the call? We know the basics from our chat with Kavik and a few of your theories, but in your own words, what do you know? This pattern in their questioning is so strange. We already know this, but must ask you anyway. Well, clearly it's yielding more information. We're trying to see around professionalism and through individuality. Do they not think much of individuality? But they clearly are individuals in the disdain that Akizech has for Kavik. That seems very individual, distinct. They have different motives, they have different all of that. But God, a human really does love a mystery if I think on it this much. But I don't know, process through a thought. If there's a religious implication, if there's the call, if there's an underlying purpose, then perhaps they think that whatever face, as it were, that they put forward, whatever religious purpose that they state, that's enough, that is overarching, that is overwhelming, and it doesn't matter what the individuals think because their ideology supersedes it. That's my guess so far. Well, how many of their years is 13 eyes? Ooh, well that's a little bit of the math, but I mean it probably calculates up there, but I don't do math on the go. Estimation 30. Thank you, assistant. We are asking AI for this one. 30 of your years ago, the wailing across our dull communications began. Probably just, radio signals, I would guess. Much of that time was spent simply locating its origin, and while I was not yet involved, I know that it was excessively costly, so many gates created, so many blemishes outside the air's border. Well, above the atmosphere in space. So much time passed that the call grew weak, an echo of what it used to be, all while our efforts ate away resources. Wait, so it's not constant? So it's not our radio signals. Is it the freaking manhole cover that got launched the fuck into space? Is it just one thing we did? Our councils began to demand that efforts be slowed. No, you have government too. And then your home was found 7 years ago. And even though we are here now, the source seems no closer. My cousin glances at her memory box. Did I say too much? Her face contorts again the same way. Concern, shock, surprise. What do you mean by it seems no closer? Confusion. You said it's here, right? You located the source. No. Dull signals are... Suggestion fuzzy. It's a suitable descriptor, comparable to... Ooh, and that's not translated for me. Translated against me. Fuzzy within ranges. They are in many places at once, you see. That is how we heard it all the way from our home. We know it is here. We know it is likely in your southern hemisphere, but little else. Southern hemisphere. And you're translating. Then why did you land... I'm under the impression that boats of the United States have found you. I mean, I suppose that's no surprise. We've got military bases absolutely everywhere, but where in the southern hemisphere would there be so much presence that this is who you're interacting with? 7 years, 3 eyes, 2.3 years per eye, 13 eyes, 30 years. Ooh, thank you. The math, all spelled out. They landed in, I think, around New Zealand. Ooh, so should I maybe picture this one with a New Zealand accent? It's likely in your southern hemisphere, but little else. And it has grown quiet. I know we will need your help. Her face contorts again in a new way. I know that one. It is smiling, delightful. I shift mine similarly. Ooh. Considering the existence of the uncanny valley, I really, really wonder what communication or I really wonder if the human beings here prefer that they use their faces whatsoever. I don't know, it's probably fine. Frankly, I don't think that'll be a problem. Your people have been so cooperative and friendly. Then why do the people in the present day seem to be, I don't know, going through something slightly worse or some kind of deterioration? Cooperative and friendly, that, well, call it optimistic, but our worlds working together could be the start of something incredible. We share this feeling, my bright cousin. End interview. Well, that's the script. We are done. Yeah, that's all for now. We'll be in touch, Akazet. Thanks so much for coming to meet us. Of course, this is only the beginning, my friend. Notice memory stream terminated. Advise end recollection. It's just sort of drifting apart. I forgot we entered the room like that, in a bunch of pieces. You know, kind of a long shot, but we could probably get a little extra here. If you keep the render running past the end of the stream, maybe we could talk to Akazet. Ugh! Ooh, okay, that also creeps me out. Or at least this version of Akazet. The memory version? Continue rendering. Woo! Freaking spooky. Freaking spooky. Wow, spooky speaky. That's all for now? Whoa. Ooh. I feel so weird suddenly. Does being recorded by this thingy... Wow, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Does being recorded by it affect you in the present, or... Anyway. What is this? Where... What the fuck is that? That's not what Akazet looked like. Stop! When you're scared, I'm scared. Ah! A rapid feeling of hunger overtakes me. I am dying. Don't look at me and say that. But I am awoken. I am an echo. I feel your eyes. You are looking at me. No, 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 no. And you are not me. I know you are not me in my thoughts. How dare you? Sorry, I am getting ahead of myself. I suppose it was only a matter of time. I recorded for a reason. Are you a child of mine? Perhaps a student? Has my name grown renowned back home? Oh, you have so many hopes. Oh, you have so many hopes. Child, student, what are you talking about? It's freaking me out how the interviewer in her memory... Oh, wow, full body chills from this kind of an art. Freaking me out how in the memory the interviewer talks like it's sentient. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and believe that it isn't. It's not sentient. It's not aware of any of this. It's just a quirk of something being recorded in a very organic matter. A hallucination. Wait, who are you talking to? Why isn't your mouth? I need to go. I need to get out of here. You cannot. And that's stomach turning as well. Wow, no, you're talking like something sentient here. Like it's... This is all there is for us. Did you steal a little fucking piece of the souls going on here? Sit or you will destroy this. This oblivious thought form will poison the space. Please wait a moment, observer. Are you going to kill it in front of me? Well, I hope it doesn't look like anything. I must calm it. What do you mean? Listen to me. Okay, calm it, not kill it. The memory of the interviewer is reacting based on how Akazet thinks she might have reacted. Sometimes I have dreams like that, not gonna lie. What is your name? Where are you from? What language are we speaking right now? Do you know these things? You do not, do you? We are a dream, a memory. I feel as though it is starting to understand. What a pity it is not lucid. And so it's like, what a pity it is not lucid. That's something that I would say to, I don't know, or about a part of myself. Maybe if I were meditating, am I witnessing meditation? I don't know. Oh, it can hear this, so the thought form rejects my explanation. Oh dear. Well, I hope calming works. It stands and runs for the door, which does not exist. The room's integrity is shattered. Well, this was not beneficial for any of us. What's happening? The walls of her thought form crumble under our lucidity, and she is gone. Alright, well, at least we didn't do that to her. Do not weep for it, observer. It will grow back. Alright, alright. It's like a dream. I don't like being in the position where the where the interviewer was. But I am still here, in this small room, with you. I grow anxious, yes, because you can feel my thoughts. It's not a pleasant feeling. I will speak instead. Yes, this is better. Who are you? I am an interloper. Ugh. I'm an interloper? Isn't there a better way to introduce ourselves? You're saying limited sentience, emergent limited extrapolation. I am an interloper. Couldn't you introduce yourself as anything? Or would there be like a security check? Fascinating. So interlopers are no longer just a theory? Well, could you tell me more about what those theories were? And, oh yes, I see, this is not a copy, is it? You are an interloper and you have accessed my personal device? That does not bode well for me, does it? Am I... I know I said I'd keep quiet while you do your thing, but I'm seeing some really weird activity. And does Akazet hear that? You changing shit right now? No, 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 the face. Strange dread grips me. Is that you? Do you seek to end the recollection? No, that's another interloper? No, I can see you. I do not see it, but I can feel its claws biting into me. Is this the call? Was it a lure to eat you? What is happening? Tell them about the meteorite. It's still behaving like hacking. What? An echo of an echo? No, I'm simply beyond incoherence. This is sabotage. This is not real. The claw pierces the membrane at the edges of my thought form. I feel something torn from me. Very violating. Interloper, this is wrong. This is sabotage. You are not doing this, are you? You need... Well, that's not good. Well, whatever you are trying to get your more information, why are you doing it so bluntly? This is inconvenient. I can't even work with you. You're just coming in here and wrecking it. Attention. Thought form modified. Resources removed. Memory incoherence at maximum. Unable to render. Damn it! That was so promising for a moment. Okay. So that definitely wasn't you. Alright, yeah, back me up here. That's what let you in, right? I still don't know what that could be. And the fact that you're not more worried about this. But it can definitely change things, because it actually just destroyed this section. Like, it's completely gone. Same as the auth layer, so we... may be on a clock here. Well, finally, you're reacting to something. I don't get it. Why would it let you in just to end up deleting stuff after? Are we just here by coincidence? Am I just helping in some weird way? End chat. It's fascinating. I mean, I know it's only a little bit of progress, but I think I'll wrap up soon. I think I'm about to turn in. Wow. This game gets such wow. Yeah, oh my gosh, we're looking at it. This game gets such strong reactions out of me. I like the way that's laid out. There's not more than one boat here, it's just one very big boat. Above the water, above the sea. We're looking at it. How many legs have we got? What is all this? Aspire? Right click. Ooh, I want to wrap up, but I am fascinated. The embassy? You just set it up on the beachfront property, did you not? Well, I hope you have enough resources for you. Prohibitive incoherence. I think if you go to the dull vessel in the void and have it move, you unlock the embassy. Ooh. Oh, wait, have I accidentally entered the boat again? Alright, go into the waters. The dull vessel in the void. Return to hub or eject. Woo! Did I accidentally, go past it, I wonder? Hello again, interloper. Hope you've eaten well. I've forgotten what not being hungry feels like. Is this where I was going? The void? Act. Enter. first bit of which is quick and shows you other obesque characters. Ooh! I wonder, will they look like what I saw? This is dull vessel, and have it move, act, enter. Wow. Ah, hello. Oh, is this what you meant earlier when you said that? Wow. Is this us or technology? Fascinating. Other obesque characters. We can only go forward. God, that's intense. This is a character. Yes! Excellent. Glazika. Examine. Thought form. Oh. That container looks familiar. Thanks, Moth. Container? The obesque will be in the first bit of the embassy. Examine a container. Processed metals. Required. Well, I guess it just looks familiar to begin with. I hope I've interpreted what you were saying right. Pilot. The great mind of my vessel. Ooh, we've gone here on like a thinking ship. Read it. Hello. Wow, that's quite the zoom in. Interloper. Whoa! It greeted us properly. We're not necessarily in a memory for that. Hello? Hello there. Change. Location. Okay. Change the location. Altering. Wow. Platform activity detected. Dull vessel. Now. Ocean. How are you lucid? Velzy. Instructed. But then there's the eyes of Velzy. I thought maybe it was a metaphor for what, I don't know, what they orbit, what their planet orbits. But no, is it really something? Who is Velzy? Secrecy. Instructed. Soon meet. Okay. Well, we've changed the location, and maybe now there's a little bit that we can see and do on that embassy. Go to the waters. Wow. Side scrolling, huh? Ooh. Hello. Well, hopefully it enters now. Examine. A stage for a three-eyed performance. An embassy. Examine. Prohibitive incoherence. The dull vessel. Examine. Dive? Oh! 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 Oh dear. Oh, this might have been where you discovered the side-scrolling, huh? Oh dear. What is all that? I wasn't sure if they were going to use this under-the-sea part for things. I think you still need to feed the cyst first. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen any hint of feeding the cyst whatsoever. Well, in that case, I think probably I would start to wrap up. Wow. What happens if we act? We can rise, examine. Wow. Right click. There's the depths. Examine. Why are you here? What is that? Enter? Enter the depths? The gate in the depths? Are we just swimming? Are we just going for a swim? And this is just their waters again, I would guess. Wow, I didn't quite read that fast enough. Oh, the page extends as I scroll down. That's quite an appropriate feeling of being underwater. Whoa, but look at that scroll bar. It just gets... Oh dear. Well, that's nauseatingly... Oh God. This is so fast. So vast. Wow. What? Did we just go swimming in just our body? Look at that. That's very strangely beautiful. I think I will... In fact, that's so beautiful, I will take a picture. This isn't even related to anything. I'm just in here, and for the time being, I'm already having a screen recording, but I'll also take a picture. That's very good. Alright. Keep on scrolling. Wow! This looks like spaces where something has interacted. Good God. Is this what the brain looks like? Oh dear. I was gonna say the brain looks like when it's being compressed by the depths. Do I see a face in there? Terrifying. Examine the unknown in the horrible orb. There's an unusual signature. And we enter, executing render. Interloper. Hi face, hi the face. Oh, looking at me, I don't like it. Ah, your curiosity will kill you. Come on, will it really? You are not prepared. Well, are you really so concerned about me? What? What do you mean? I know what you want. I will help you. I would like to know more about you before I can trust that you'll help. Restore this corru cyst to health. Enable communications. You will receive everything you want. Who are you? Come on, who are you? Not now. What do you mean not now? Forgive me for this. Are you about to unplug me? Jesus! Goodbye, interloper? Safeguards active. Well, if you're so sure that's not gonna kill me. Damn! A sharp pain pierces your skull. Your mind spike recoils. Oh, it recoils on its own from the corru cyst? Well, can I find some food now for all of this? Horrible, horrible, horrible. Attention, emergency ejection complete. Analysis, minimal connector damage, minor neural impact. I would prefer no neural impact. Other interloper, whatever you are. Alright. Ah, shit. Moth frantically pulls wires out of a smoking processor. The room smells like fried electronics. Jesus Christ. That spike just saved your life, dude. I mean, it didn't sound like that thing was trying to kill you, but damn, just look at this. I'm gonna have to limit the signal splitter in case that happens again. What now? Well, obviously we gotta repair this thing. We could learn so much, seriously. We've never been able to maintain corru cystic tech, let alone fix it. So this seems kind of cutting edge, huh? Imagine what we could do with that sort of find. Maybe they'd finally move me out of the basement. Is that a we as human beings, or that's a we as... Is this a corporation or something? But according to the Fun Friend thing, we need some metal to give to the column, which will apparently feed the corru cyst. And I'm pretty sure that container we have is one of the same ones on Akazet's ship, so it probably has something we can use. With the metallic clinking, ooh, I'm not really sure how to open it, so short of destroying it. Do me a favor, reconnect and ask Fun Friend about that. Maybe it'll have a suggestion. Ooh, what about the entity that kicked me out? Oh, I didn't mean to be so flippant about that, sorry. Finally, an apology up in here. Love me, love me, love me. This time I was actually able to track what it was saying with some direct stream access. You heard the thing, it doesn't want to kill you. In fact, it's relying on us to survive, and it does seem to want to survive. I think it just didn't have any other way to get you out of that thought space. Which I guess it's just gonna be holding on to as leverage for now. But look, don't worry about it. You got me watching over this operation. I don't know. You've been a little flippant. I'm still gonna worry. If something like that happens again, I'll make sure you're fine. Right. So, we enter again. Gosh, I do want to finish up, but I'm so curious what Fun Friend has to say about all of this. Interloper, welcome. Please, but also please do not bother me. Okay, but I'm bothering you. Hello, interloper. Metal container. We have a container from Akazet's ship. We think it holds usable metal, but don't know how to open it. Oh, that is so lucky. Yes, you should be able to use that. However, without a glazika, you will not be able to open it. Oh, I thought that was a person in there. Okay. Not safely, anyway. Small containers are very strong and will respond violently to trauma if you try to open them with a blunt instrument. But if you find something to kill it instantly, a puncturing tool, just aim for its base and it will perish. Yes, that should work. Now, I did not expect the language to be killing it. Am I really gonna have to requisition a handgun or something? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can find. Maybe we can get something safer. A harpoon gun. Great, thanks. Did you need anything else? Well, there's strange activity. Have you noticed anything strange? I think there's someone else in here making changes. You are the only connected entity. So am I speaking to something inside this? I assumed that the changes I felt were your doing. How strange. Wow, wow. What horrific dread you have inspired in me. Oh, thank you for reporting something I almost certainly can do nothing about. Anytime, Fun Friend. Anytime. Resource management is currently occupying all of my faculties. Until you have fed the column, please try to limit the damage this other person inflicts. I mean, do I even know it's a person or just a part of you that you can't identify in this personal device? Then I will be able to help. More gates appeared too. Why are there more gates here now? I'm glad you noticed. I've been reconstructing connections as you engage with these places. My space here was in terrible disrepair, so most connections were shattered. I am far too occupied to locate each individual recollection, so I am using you for this. Thank you for the help. Oh dear. Too occupied to locate. Oh, I'm locating the connections for you. Well, alright. Okay, I'll be here. Oh, you. Oh, you. I've got an advanced log. I can examine. Current mind spike log. Procession concluded. Static environment sustained. Wow. Act. You can advance. Advance. Cool. Well, I hope that was the right thing to click. Right as I was thinking about getting out of here. Because I think I would like some dinner. Chilling out about stuff. I don't know if this has quite eliminated the incomprehensible mood that I'm in, but oh my god, what a delight though. I feel like I should go into this with a notebook of things that I start to understand things. I think I understand. Although it's not that I can't, I don't know, remember maybe the things that happened a month or 2 months or however long ago I first started this thing. Um, I feel like everything that happens in here is so memorable, but I just feel like maybe the details would pile into something, right? You're saying that was the right thing to click. Oh, excellent. Well, this has been absolutely delightful. Terribly, terribly unsettling, terribly creepy. I think it owns its environment for both of those things. Oh my goodness. Simply delightful in every way. Alright, I'll try to be in here for more installations of this. Oh my goodness, and it's a little bit stomach turning how this door, well, it looks like a door, seems to shift as well. Alright, so one late night stream for us, and ah, thanks for hanging out. It's a delight as always. I shall in fact get going and eagerly look forward to the next installment of that. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to have a little bit of time to play games once more. Wow. Alright.